This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun and this is going to be something a little bit different than what I typically do. Wanted to go over just a little bit about my account. I am pretty high level in this game. I've been playing it quite a bit, really been enjoying it a lot. So I wanted to go over, just show you guys a little bit of what I've got going on, what my plans are, and some of the things that you should probably be looking forward to, looking kind of towards, and things along those lines, a little bit of tips here and there. So I am level 58, Shogun 1 over on server 4. If you do want to come over and join, come on over, add me, join the Shogunate Guild. And if you want, here is my code that you can use in order to get yourself some stuff. But let me show you a little bit about. That is the wrong button, Shogun. So this is my team right now that I'm currently working on. I got a couple of different teams. Mostly my main character, I've opted to go with Warrior, Guardian, and Archer. I'm a big martial DPS type person in most of the games that I play, so that was kind of the way that I went with those. Now, in terms of classes, I do have probably the best gear for myself on my Guardian, and so you can see how my masteries are kind of spread out across those three, just kind of trying to get those done. Once I get those out of the way, then I'll probably move over to like a sorcerer or a healer or something along those lines, because eventually I would like to max out absolutely everything just so that my character has that ability. Now, I have kind of built my warrior to be a little bit of just more like evasion, blind. I've got a little bit of things that are like, oh, you know, when receiving damage, get a chance to heal, things along those lines. I have been also building crit immunity because crit's really big, and just knocking that down a little bit has been helping me to stay alive quite a bit more than typical. So gear wise, I have a lot of room to grow on some of this stuff. I haven't gotten too many amazing drops. I did actually just pick up Pandora Z today. I got her through shards because, well, I'm like almost 200 rolls in on her banner and haven't picked her up at all. Feels bad, man. I am probably going to roll a little bit for Zeus, but we'll see. So this is my typical team when I'm trying to like just farm, things along those lines. I am trying to get Newton up. Newton is a very good CC mage. You have Athena, who's a good AoE DPSer mage, and then, you know, you have the banner right now that has Zeus in it. So Zeus is also just really, really good PvP mage. If you're looking to PvP at the high end, I probably want to roll on this banner. It's a good time to get started because you can get Pandora Z and you can get Zeus. So you could also get Athena out of the banner as well. So good time to go. So here are my characters by rarity. So there's not too many that I don't have. I'm saving up my gold VV gals to finish out my Netheria. That's pretty important to me right now, is getting that 5-star Netheria, because she is just an absolute monster of a DPSer. Definitely probably one of the best DPS archers in the game. Now, I've got a couple other characters that I've just recently got, or, you know, have been kind of on the back burner, like Titan Cynthia, Hashi. There's a couple things that I want from him. I'm actually currently leveling up and mastering out Gillian, mostly for PvP, things like that, because if you do play this game and you have ever went up against her, she is probably one of the most frustrating things to just go up against. So definitely want to pick her up, and if you do, definitely put some points into her. So I do have you know, most of my rares, my SRs are 5 stars. Not all of them. I would like more Ryunis. Ryuni is a very, very solid tank. Actually better than some of the SSR tanks if you build him and have him starred up. Really good. Nyx as well is also a really, really great unit if you can get a good number of copies. Now, one of the things to point out here too is with this game, like a maxed out 5-star SR is sometimes often better than like a 1 or 2-star SSR just because of the increase in stats, things along those lines. And actually, sometimes the SRs and the rares are actually just better at what they do. And there's certain floors on the Phantasma that you really could use those. Like there's this character down Roshi and Scala are both just phenomenal when it comes to the Phantasma. So sorry, I been up playing been up late playing the past couple of days, but try to keep my number one spot on the server. But like some of the other ones to point out that are pretty good that I've kind of invested in, some of the ones I want to invest in are like I said, Roshi, Scala are really good. Let's see. Shay is really solid. Shay is a very good pick to go for. Um Bahamut is good, but not as good as Ryuni. But Bahamut is easier to get, mostly because you can get her out of the mastery trials, so a little bit easier. Maid Gemma is really good. The only reason I really have Yuki invested in is mostly because of the event that's going on right now. Same with Haname. The reason why she's 5 stars because she was the previous event. But realistically, like Ryuni and Shay, even Maid Gemma or Maid Beta is one. Maid Gemma and Beta are super phenomenal. Maid Beta is actually probably one of the best AoE healers in the game. So just make sure that you're not overlooking some of these characters that are really good in favor of like Yoru. Yoru is not a tank. If you have Yoru and you're trying to use her as a tank, you're gonna have a bad time because that's not the role that she fills. She's kind of a off tank. And so same with Felicia. Felicia's a buffer, debuffer, things like that. Cupid definitely not a healer. Heals a little bit, mostly in the light stripping type of deals there. But for the most part, I have most of the characters. There's a few characters that I am missing. So we'll go over here to collection. Go in here to characters. Some of the ones that I'm missing are Lars, Nora, Alphard, Zeus, and Allure. Now, like I said, I am going to be rolling for Zeus, so I hope to pick that one up. I've actually got 33 rolls on the Pandora banner until I hit Pity. Now, picking up another Pandora Z will help me like 1-star her, which isn't bad, but at the same time, I kind of want to put stuff into Zeus, mostly because I don't have a Zeus and I could use another Athena, but it's kind of hard because I've already put as much points into or pulls into the Pandora Z banner that I will probably end up finishing that off just for that guaranteed pity SSR. And the thing is it's not necessarily a Pandora Z. It can be any SSR, and any SSR will reset it. So feels a little bit bad, man. Now the nice thing is with some of these you can just buy their shards, like Nora. I'm going to end up just getting her from the PvP shards. So Zeus, I actually think I started buying some of Zeus's shards, but we'll see. Magical slippers. There's not a ton of gear that I don't. Oh, I guess there is a ton of gear that I don't have for sorcerers and rangers. There's always more gear, and the thing is the higher you go in level, the more different, diverse gear that you get as well. So yeah. In terms of like some of my achievements and things like that, I've got quite a few of them. I've been really working on like a lot of the bond and things like that with a lot of my characters. So achievement wise, I've been doing pretty good. I got 306 out of 667. So I'm trying to knock out as many of those as I can. this boss killer X is going to be rough 999,999 boss kills. I got 7,200, so we'll be there real soon, real soon. So that is yeah, that's gonna be a little rough. I got a lot of these other ones, but yeah, for the most part, like we're working on the bonds, working on quests. You're gonna be finishing up the main quest here semi soon. I do have to get to level 59 in order to finish that out. In terms of badges, this is the badges I have. I have 7 of them. Now I know there's some other ones, but I just haven't really worked on those. So is what it is. I did get the 12th Lord Killer, the 14th Black Cat one on the server, and this one is a feels bad, man. You didn't get an SSR hero for summoning 100 times. You had to hit pity. So this is one that you don't want to get. So definitely gonna start working on some of those later. From what I understand, 59 is the cap currently. So after that, then I have to work on everything else with the game. So that will give me some time to use my magic gems and stuff like that a little bit differently. Right now I'm buying hourglasses, I'm buying mastery trial retries, things along that line, because I'm really trying to optimize my XP, get to max level right away as fast as possible. And then after that, that's when I will go back through and I'll start working more on Phantasma, things like that. I got kind of stuck on floor 52, mostly because I didn't have too much in the way of mages, sorcerers. So I had to start working my way back up onto those. So then after that too, I'm going to be raising up my Gillian, to kind of just more focus on PvP, things along those lines. Gonna keep raising up my fishing, and all of that jazz. So, I mean, that's where we're at right now. I am the number one highest level on the server. Overall, I'm not super high up there, mostly because I'm not very high in PvP. I'm only rank 12. Phantasma, I am way, way back. Like I said, I'm stuck on 52. Once I can get through 52, I'm pretty sure I'll climb fairly fast. So 22 in card collection because I'm missing 3. Missing more than 3. And then I'm not doing great in fishing, mostly because fishing's really weird, and it's all about like what you're paired up against, and don't like using too much in the way of magic gems just to get higher up in fishing. Not only that, but like, man, some of these ones that you go up against, like, man, look at this thing. Just triple, like double S's all the way down. So, and sometimes you'll go up against some fish and it'll just be absolute BS. Absolute garbage. So, yeah, so there's that. In terms of our guild, we did hit rank 3, and we've been doing pretty well. We're fairly active. We've got quite a few active people. We do have some that aren't as active. Some people come, some people go. But if you do come over and you do want to hop into the guild, it is just called Shogun. So hop in, join up, and yeah, you've also got the fake shotgun there. One thing that I do want to like bring up to you too is, for the Abyss Crusade, when you finally get into a guild and you can do that, it's all about the depth of your roster. So you want to be leveling up a bunch of different people. Now, that's something I didn't know early on, and I just focused on one group. That was it. Now I'm a little bit behind because I'm trying to level up everybody, because you can only run through this one time, and the characters you run through it with, you kind of have to have them within 10 levels of you. So there's that. So make sure that you're spreading out the love across them, especially if you're in a guild that is doing and pushing the Abyss Crusade stuff. You get a lot of guild points and things along those lines. Make sure you're doing your activities too. But yeah, for the most part, I'm really looking forward to hitting cap and then seeing what happens from there. I've finished all of the rifts for in hell mode. I've finished all of the Scarlet Abyss or Scarlet Arena in hell mode, which actually it's really interesting because like I remember trying all of the Scarlet Arenas, and then we would try hell mode and it'd just be like we would get wrecked. And now I go back and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. Really, making your main character a guardian helps you out quite a bit with a lot of these, mostly because you can position things a bit better. So definitely give that an option if you do like just going sorcerer. Sorcerer's actually pretty good if you just want to blow things up real quick. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm going to try to just get as much stuff, as many things under my main character belt as possible. So there you go. My plans are to finish working on Pandora Z first off, as if I can hit the right button here. And one of the reasons for that is if you go over and you look at her bond skills, you get, I want this passive. Each time attack deals critical strike, the enemies will be penetrated additionally, and their defense will be reduced by 20% for 5 seconds. What I want to do is build a super speedy attack crit build. Just focus on your main basic attack to just literally shred as much defense as humanly possible so that everybody else can just go to town on this. So not only that, but the passive of piercing damage against slowed targets increases by 12%. Put that in with a Newton and easy peasy. So if I could run Neth, Pandora Z, my main character, as an archer, not only whenever she uses an active skill to support teammates, it increases our damage by 12% in accuracy for 6 seconds, but she's shredding defense, I'm shredding defense. We're just, doing an extra metric pile of damage. So the plan is like maybe a Gillian main tank, a made beta off healer, and then just 3 archers. Just go into town blowing stuff up. That's the end game. That's the end game plan. I just got to get Gillian up, get her working on her stuff, and go from there. But anyways, if you guys liked this kind of thing, just let me know. I can do these every so often to just kind of give you an update on where I am with things, what I'm working on, maybe like the current build that I'm doing. Feel free to give me some suggestions down in the comment section. But this is my Astral Chronicles account. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, think about doing all those YouTuber things that YouTubers ask you to do at the beginning and end of the video, so you know what to do. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.